Organic gardening is all about avoiding synthetic fertilizers and pesticides. It's about watching nature's processes and imitating them in your own garden as much as possible. Compost and green manure is a natural replenishing additive, or for making both rocky and fertile soils more earth-friendly. Plant nutrients like nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, and magnesium. Some have said that organic gardening needs carbon dioxide in order to grow plants correctly. Growing organic fruits and vegetables are an exercise in trying to be green. Organic gardens need less pesticides, since they don't need synthetic fertilizers to keep them alive. On the other hand, organic gardening doesn't produce enough to be of any benefit to human beings. Organic vegetable gardens are restricted by lack of soil, distance from markets, and storage costs of synthetic fertilizers. In organic gardening, it is not unusual for the gardener to apply compost tea to the soil in order to get hold of organic nutrients and improve the fertility of the soil. But many people don't have a compost bin. Well, most people don't. In fact, it might be a rather large task to collect all of the materials needed to build a compost bin. Therefore, another useful tip is to make sure you have an empty, sturdy workbin in which to compost. In organic gardening, it is important to use natural methods of weeding as well. Organic farmers do not weed their fields with chemical insecticides. Instead, they carefully inspect the field, removing weeds by hand, and use organic gardening practices to eliminate any pests. Weeds can be a major problem, as they provide food sources for the pests that feed on the roots. This is one reason many organic farmers rely on cover crops, such as alfalfa, for weeding. A third tip for organic gardening is to avoid harsh pesticides, especially organic gardening products like pesticides. Although organic products can be more expensive, many gardeners believe they are worth the extra money. Some organic gardening organizations discourage the use of pesticides, especially organic pesticides. However, in some areas, especially if the soil is not in poor condition, it may be necessary to use pesticides. It is also important to try and eliminate pests as far as possible. If organic gardening gardeners do not eliminate certain pests, they will attract more. There are several organic gardening methods that help gardeners keep pests away, including frequent washing of the compost pile, which keeps pests from living in it and eating the nutrients from the compost. Finally, many organic gardening organizations have pest control programs in which they inspect the garden for problem areas and send someone out to use various treatments to get rid of pests.